Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, where we plunge deep into the darkest corners of the internet to uncover the creepiest, most spine-chilling stories you've ever heard. If you love thrills, chills, and tales that keep you up at night, you've just found your new favorite place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a scare. Imagine this. It's the middle of the night, you're 8 years old, and something is stomping up and down the hallway outside your bedroom. You finally yell at it to stop, and it charges straight at your door. What happens next will make you question if ghosts just want attention, or if something much darker was sharing our home. This is the story of the most terrifying house my family ever lived in, and why we left with more questions than answers. I moved around a lot as a kid. My dad, he was a good man, but he never really saw eye to eye with bosses. Every year or so, when the job changed, the house changed too. In 2003, he found a steal. A tiny two-bedroom house, detached garage, rough part of town, but only $300 a month. The landlord hesitated before handing over the keys. "I'm required to tell you, someone passed away here in the last 5 years," said the landlord. My dad shrugged. Dead or not, it was cheap. We moved in that week. The first weird thing? The house never felt empty. You'd hear drawers sliding open, doors swinging, water running in the bathroom, then shutting off. It wasn't threatening, yet. Just strange. The front door was weirder. It had a keyhole on both sides, meaning you couldn't leave the house without the keys. And then, we lost them. One night, my dad was tearing through unpacked boxes, cursing up a storm. "Who took the keys?" he shouted. And then, clink. The keys dropped onto the living room floor, out of thin air. My dad froze, muttered something about gravity, and left for work. But after that, the keys had a life of their own. Every night, he'd put them in a glass bowl on top of the TV. By morning, gone. We'd find them in absurd places, under couch cushions, in the freezer, and once, shoved into the handle hole of a sealed box of pots and pans. Months later, the playfulness turned sinister. Around 2 or 3 a.m., we'd hear heavy, deliberate footsteps pacing the hallway. One night, I snapped. I screamed into the dark, "Stop stomping around! I need sleep, damn it!" 15 seconds of silence. Then, a deafening full-speed sprint toward my room. My door rattled with 3 bone-jarring knocks. My stomach turned to ice. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. My dad's voice called from his bedroom. "You okay, buddy?" But my body was shaking, my gut twisting. I barely made it to the bathroom. I was humiliated. But more than that, I was terrified. The final straw came a week later. My dad's girlfriend was staying over. They had a minor argument before bed. Nothing serious. At around 2:30 a.m., she woke up on the floor, being dragged by her ankle into the hallway. She screamed. Whatever had her, let go. She ran back to the bedroom, shaking, and turned on the light. My dad's face was pale. He didn't question it. The next day, I was sent to my aunt's house. My dad stayed behind for a couple months to pack. Friends came over to help him move, but almost every single one said the same thing when they stepped inside. "You didn't tell me you had a little white dog." We didn't. We never found out who died in that house. We never saw the dog. But I think about it sometimes. Whether the new tenants still hear the stomping, whether the keys still vanish, or if whatever was in that hallway is just waiting for the next person to yell at it in the dark. Would you have stayed? Wow. Thank you for watching my first ever video. I've got so many spine-chilling stories lined up for you, and they're only getting scarier. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next nightmare.